Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today, taking flight in the Airbus A321, today in WizzAir colours, on the short hop from here in Sofia, capital Bulgaria, to Corfu, over in Greece. So it's just under an hour from start to finish, a very short flight for us today. We'll jump the cockpit, set the aircraft up, hopefully in the A321 should give us a rather good trip overall. Very light, very underweight aircraft I guess today. So, let's have a look. First, we've got the fuel tank here now. We'll turn on the batteries, get that all going first. So, AID is set to nav. Our power comes on. Systems. Yeah, this is using the A321 cockpit on the A321 from MegaPack. Hopefully. Well, fuel pump's not yet since we're going to wait in that. Tablet, we'll have to have a look at that. Displays, MCDU. Radios, that turns on. That's up. Quite a lot more for us to do in setting up the A320. Quite a lot. Right, so dispatch. Fuel. That does work. Okay, perfect. So we won't use this to fuel up the aircraft. We'll do it from the tablet. So I need to go to the company and plug in our name a second. Word system's just frozen. There we go. Perfect. Right. So let's import the flight from SimBrief. That dispatch we FPD flight plan. Your onboard today is 15862, that's in pounds. So 16862 LBS kg. You require 7,648 kilo. 768. Perfect. We've got it up about 6 minutes to fill the foot. Thanks, that's all good. With that going, we will now jump to the FMS, the MCDU, and then start programming that. So we'll have station, we'll plug in our departure, which is going to be Lima Bravo Sierra Foxtrot. Arrival airport, Lima Golf Kilo Romeo. Then that's our flight number is going to be Whiskey 6 4307. We'll align the IRS, that'll take a couple of minutes. Cost index, the tablet. So OFP, cost index is 9. Cruising altitude of flights level 3. So small, can barely see that. We're running at 1080p. Give me 2 seconds to check that. 720, I'm probably not. Yeah, 1080, fair enough. Right, so 340, we are cruise state, 340. Does our sound keep messing up? How so? Yeah, how so? How's the audio for you guys? Anybody else seeing issue, or is it just my audio? How's sound? Cost next Charlie is on the flight plan. So if you go over to the flight plan, CI 49. So that's sorry, yeah, 49. CI 49. That's cost next. Next page are gravity report from the aircrafts. Block fuel. I can get that from the weights. That's going to be 7.6. Then I'll do it. Sorry, yeah, because it's 21 doesn't quite work. Sorry, center of gravity is 21.2. Then, because it's not correct. There we go. So 7.6. Our block fuel, perfect. So sounds cutting out for a few people. I see. Okay. I mean, I could do that. The problem is you don't get a lot of white noise static in the background. But if that's better than before, I'll have to work on it later. I do apologise. Right, so that's all plugged in. Before we plug in the waypoints, let's greet our passengers, shall we? So we're going to use PACX for that. Start flights. So Lima Bravo Sierra Foxtrot to Lima Golf Kilo Romeo, which is at Force 307. 23,000 initial, which is fine. Flight time, 1 hour 5 o'clock. Departure, well, so we're a little bit behind. Let's say 20 past departure, so we're looking to take off at around 17 minutes. 321. And passenger, what was it? 199 people on board today, 199. There's no Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boarding music. We have got safety briefing for WizzAir. We do get snacks, we don't get meals. And with that, let's start the boarding process, shall we? Right, waypoints time. So this shouldn't take us too long. There's not too many waypoints between here and our destination. We are starting off with Napets. Napets, we fly the Tango 214 to Letny. Tango 262 to Irana. Uniform Tango 262. So continuing on the same route now to Yankee November. Golf 12. Is that an airway? Yes, it is. To PACX. And that is that. Inside the flight plan, all looks good. We will pull the weather from the printer. We'll greet the passengers first, and then we'll do the weather information from the tablet, I think. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. This was WizzAir Flight 4307 from Sofia to Corfu. Flight on today is around 1 hour and 5 minutes. We have a fantastic crew on board for you today. And as we depart, we've got relatively cloudy weather on the way out. Nice and smooth though. And things should start to clear up as we reach the Greek islands. Any questions today? Feel free to speak to the cabin crew. Otherwise, we sit back, relax, and enjoy flight with WizzAir today. I see PACX is doing the listening again today. Again, some days it's alright, some days it doesn't quite know what to do. It just listens forever. Something looks a bit, I don't know, something looks off on my sim. I don't quite know what it is. It's the fact that my graphics system sets to low. That's not right. That really isn't right. That's very annoying. Let me quickly kill this PACX message. There we go. Yeah, that's why it looks off, because everything's set to lowest graphics possible. Let's have a look. So, buildings high, trees medium, that's medium, terrain vector high, objects hundreds, volumetric should be high, texture, well, tight, 1, 2, 1, 2, texture should be ultra, waves medium, shadows up by 2, contact shadows ultra, windshield medium, ambient occlusion high, reflections medium, light shafts was an ultra, bloom off, depth of field off, motion blur off, lens off, that's on, that's medium. Right, that's why I think it's so horrible. Oh yeah, sorry, and render scaling, hang on, render scaling up to 100. And that needs to go to 100. Very strange. I mean, I had to move my desktop around a bit recently, but... See, look, that's so much better now. So much better. Fair enough. Thank you, Flight Sim. Right. So, let's put our departure instructions now. Grease to passengers. We'll just get the weather sorted out as well. So, runway for departure today, we're looking at runway 27 via the Napets 3 Echo departure. Napets 3 Echo. There we go. Insert that. Go to the MCD menu. Okay, we'll delete the user point first of all. Clear that. Right, MCD menu, ATSU, AOC, weather, and send. Let's also have a listen to the meter, shall we? So it's Lima, Bravo, Sierra, Foxtrot. Not doing it today, is it?
Winds 280 at 8 knots. Minus 4 degrees Celsius. Visibility 10 kilometers. Altimeter 1015. Overcast layer at 8,500 feet. Winds 280 at 8 knots.
Alright, so that's our meter today. I don't think that's linked to an ATC today, so there's no information out of that. Just that's our latest today, perfect. Right, so plugged in our flight plan. We'll be using Unicom for departure, so I'm sure that's all plugged in. I'll also get Copilot going as well, because I realise I've not loaded up the Copilot yet, so VoiceAttack comes up. And Notepad, I'm going to have them to that. Cool, so make progress now. We are making progress. So Unicom, runway 27 for departure. SID, Napets 3 Echo. Using, well, currently it's gates. Actually, what gate we're at right now? Does the Volanta tour tell us? Let's have a look. Give me 2 seconds. Let me cancel that. Yes. Let me import a flight plan from IVAO. The alternative, so if you can't make it to Corfu, we're going to instead fly to I'm not quite sure what that is. Orid St Paul the Apostle Airport. Not heard that one before. Whiskey 6 4307. Perfect. So if I have a look for Sofia, there we are. No, so we don't have stand numbers, but I can do the taxiways. So for 27, right apparently. Apparently it's left runway. Never seen that. Interesting. Right, on to November. November on to, is that Delta? Yeah, so November Delta Hotel. We'll be our taxis today. So taxiways, November Delta Hotel, on short 27. See, we're not the only aircraft that's standard right now. There's also no requirement. Whoops, no requirement for a pushback tug today, since, well, we have free access in front of us. Apart from the fact, well, all these vehicles are blocking the path. In reality, we would just go straight forward and out into the main bit ourselves. I may try and do a turnaround on the spot. I have to wait and see if that's even well, it's possible. Kind of how tight it is here. They've not left us much room to move, that's for sure. Right, well, making progress, that's all fine. Passengers are boarding. We'll look through the cabin list in a second. Go to our performance and set that up as our final bits before getting ready to go. So flex temp is 71. Flaps 1, of course, 171, 172 and 176. Quite a high takeoff rate that, 172. Very high takeoff run. Transition altitude is 6,000. There we have it. Our flight plan is all complete. So we're now just waiting for the passengers to finish and then we'll get ourselves going. My longest flight to Microsoft Flight Simulator was, asked Julian, was probably my flights from Munich to Buenos Aires. Munich to Buenos Aires. That was my longest flight in MSFS. Right, so I've got everything open up, that's all set. We will start the APU, since you've probably got fuel on the airplane now. APU starts. Seatbelts come on. And I never did lights, didn't I? So nav lights come on, strobe automatic. The rest of it I did do, fortunately, it was just lighting I never did. Right, perfect. Sims froze for there we go. Came back quite quickly that time. As you know, the moment it's freezing, it's never a good time for you. But we're at a remote stand that serves the Terminal 1 here at Corfu. Terminal 2 you get direct access to the airplane. Terminal 1 requires to be bussed. Is Twitch title still wrong? For some reason, the tool that I use for streaming has decided that it no longer likes doing the Twitch names anymore, so I might have to look into that. Let me quickly change that 2 seconds. Yeah, I do apologise, Twitch people. For some reason, it just doesn't change it on Twitch anymore. Might relog in, I might check the API if that's still active or not. Yeah, it's by Brandenburg. Let's show Corfu, Sofia.
We're ready to go when you are.
So the cabin crew just informed me that the aircraft is ready to go. It's been changed. Yes, thank you. We've got a nice little floral shirt here just to match the Greek atmosphere, I'd say. Flight director's on and on. Turn the brightness to the backup. APU is available, so APU we will start. Give it a few seconds to power through the aircraft, and external power comes off. There we go. Progress. So we've plugged in the FMS, passengers boarded, we're secure, we have 6 minutes expected departure. So at this point, what I'm going to do is turn on the beacon lights. That ground cadet ready to start. And I think I will use a pushback tug because, well, there's no way we can go forward. As we move, the truck will move, so there's only the option to go backwards. Let's call the tug over. So we'll use pushback helper for that. Not helper, sorry, PushbackZoomer. Zoomer's the one I use for my pushing back. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
So that's now coming to the aircrafts. That's all set. That one's not set yet. So was our cruise 3-4, was it? 3-4. Set altitude, flight level 340. There we go, that's better. Right, that's all set now. Cool. Ground from flight deck.
Ground here, all doors closed and checks completed, so please release the brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
You are cleared to start the engines now.
Turn facing east.
Let me turn you to an eastern course.
Leave your luggage and follow the floor path markings shown by you to emergency exits. Evakuācijas gadījumā atstājiet savu rokas bagāžas lidmašīnā un sekojiet līdz apliesojums norādīts līdz avārijas sejām. Please take a moment to locate the nearest you, keeping in mind that it may be behind you. Lūdzu, informējiet avārijas izējas atrodas jums tuvāk, paturot prātā, ka varat rasties aiz jums. Fasten your seatbelt and secure it tightly. This is how to close and how to open it.
Stop pushback.
Okay, tell when the parking brakes are set.
Brakes set.
Okay, sir. Pins removed. I'm done.
Cool, so push completed, engine will start. Test controls. Test controls. There we go, so Cobot's going to check the controls for us. While it does that, we will load the flaps into the number 1 position. Set that and that. Predictive when shit comes on. Automatic. Let me also double check. There we go, onto this late to make sure frequencies are all set. That's all set, perfect. ATC Transport Gamer, I'm using IVAO for this. I'm using IVAO for ATC. At the moment we're on Unicom, but later on there's a good chance we will be speaking to ATC in Greece, who, okay, maybe not, they've just gone offline. So at this point it's going to be Unicom flights the entire trip. So we've had the Unicom for the entire trip for a little while now, so maybe a bit of a, more of a chilled flights, more of a relaxed flights. But for the most part we should be alright. We've pushed back, engine 1 is stable, APU comes off, engine ignition comes off. That's in number 1 position, lock the cockpit door. Let's go make our way over to runway 27 to announce on the Unicom that I'm taxiing to runway. Brake released. Apply a little bit of throttle and let's get going. IVAO's free, transport, IVAO's free to use. How do you have the FU A321? So the A321X is compatible with some version of the A320. Okay, a little bit of power to get this thing moving. Taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on.
Yes, the A321X is compatible with some versions of the A321X. It's a bit of a fiddly way of doing things.
Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
We have got some scenery for Sofia, so on the for Corfu, so the arrival should look rather good. This, yes, beautiful sunsets. That should last for the entire flight. At least that is the aim. Yes, Henry, you are streaming today. How you doing, man? Website to find routes before the pandemic. Not sure. Christian, you have to look maybe some of the online route maps that are out there. I can't think of any kind of dedicated flight plan routes. Brake sets to max. Cabin we will check. Spoilers we will arm. Take config sets. Cabin check again. Sometimes it's a bit sticky, you have to press it twice rather than just once. Welcome bus driver, welcome back man, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well. A tiny bit behind schedule for the takeoff there, you can see minus 40 seconds. That shouldn't take us too long to get ourselves over to the runway. Gotta remember, 321, there's no wing views for this aeroplane, so I'm afraid there's no way for me to get to the wing views. Got all the others, so got GoPro, right seat, left seat, overhead FMS, but there's no wing views, there's no galley on this aeroplane. Yes, it will be circle to land runway 16 at Corfu today. Should be quite a fun one for us to do. Yes, we are using live weather, Chris. We are using live weather. Frames, right now we're getting 21, 22 FPS on taxi. Not too bad. Could be worse. Could be much worse. Correct Calin, we are flying on IVAO, not VATSIM. This is freeware, Eric. The A321 is freeware. This is the MegaPack A321 combined with the A321X cockpits. All freeware, all for you to use. Yes, you get wing views of the A330, just not the 321. They're different models. Compatibility mods on the Flight Simulator 2, Blue Bop. Now, the aeroplane's been sitting on the runway on short for a little while now. Try and find earlier moments to enter in. Basketball there, the £10, thank you very much. Hey Drawyah, great to be part of the stream, hope you're good. I'm doing good, man, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Welcome to channel, welcome to chats. Hopefully you're keeping yourself well at the moment. Especially here in the UK, the stay-at-home order ended. And well, pubs open again next week, so could get very interesting indeed. Welcome Theodore, how are you doing? Welcome to channel's chats. So, IVAO's good for European flights, VATSIM's good for American flights. It's the big difference between the two. VATSIM for the US, IVAO's very good for Europe. Why sometimes they wing views from don't? Because that's how they're built, so Owen, that's how they're modelled. Satisfaction, that's the passengers cheater. So passengers are satisfied, or not satisfied, as the flight goes on. Once we're in the air, we'll go through the itinerary, have the passenger names. But for now, since we are a little bit behind schedule, it's probably best we just get ourselves as airborne as soon as possible. And yes, circles to land should be pretty good on the arrival. Corfu is a short runway, people have died because of the wind gusting to the beach. Yes, definitely one for us to keep an eye out for today, especially on live weather. As we program our approach, we'll have a look at the weather reports on the printout there. Have a look at the winds, make sure everything is running as smooth. We'll bring the throttles back. We'll hold position. $321, which I'm in real life. Well, I've never been on 321 in real life, Danny. So, I guess by default, the answer's going to be the A320. Right, they've departed now. So we'll announce that we're now entering the runway, getting ourselves ready to go. Landing lights on.
Landing lights on.
Cabin crew, please be seated for departure. Yes, I do remember the ATC at Helsinki. He was an interesting fella. We've all been drunk taking over ATC at Helsinki at least once in our life, no shame in that. Maybe that's one for my my next stream. Drunk controlling at Helsinki. Yes, I've got the free scene itinerary for Corfu, Captain. Ozboz, I have got it. Right, let's do this, shall we? Engines 51.2 stable. Up to flex. Knots. 100 knots. 120. 140. It's a 171 rotate today. Quite a long run this. 160. V1 rotates. Positive right, gear up. There's the 4 runway there. There's the 4-4 runway. So go right hand turn. Let's get ourselves onto our first waypoints. Flight time 1 hour and 5 minutes, Owen. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Autopilot on.
That's affirmative.
Use the throttle to climb position. Flaps up. We've hit the red zone there. It won't stall us out, but I've got a feeling that that speed ticker definitely isn't quite up and matched. Fuel on board. Hang on, why have we got 61,000 kilos of fuel on board? I'm sure. Dispatch. We should only have 7,000 kilos of fuel. So while we've got 61,000 kilos, that's not right. Okay, well, we're a very heavy aircraft, and our tablet doesn't seem to be linked to the aircraft, so the ground crew have loaded too much fuel on the airplane. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun for sure. Thanks for voicing out, Raw. That's it's a shame the A321 doesn't have a fuel dumper, because I'd very much like to use one now. Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. We've all flown heavy aircraft once in a while. Getting more brightness in the backlighting now, since it's slowly getting darker outside. But hey, it's a very pretty departure today at the very least. So yeah, got 10 times the amount of fuel that we need for this flight today. Yeah, at least maybe we're running out of fuel. Plenty of backup if we do need to perform about 37 go-arounds. Passing through 8,000, you can see how short the flight is. Using that on the way on the ND there. Destination already within the 240-mile mark. So we'll need 454 minutes. Well, maybe we're about 5 minutes behind schedule. We'll have to wait and see. We will be over limit for landing, flight fan, but hey, firm landing won't be too bad for us. He checks all the big passengers out. Speak to well, go through 10,000 first, and then we'll have the passengers. So 10,000 will probably go away with the seatbelt sign. I've got no issues to climb out. Corfu winds right now, we're looking at 9 knots 270, so actually the winds are pretty much spot on for us. Not too bad, Tom, not too bad. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you're keeping well. See, it's runway. Yeah, there's all VORs at Corfu, VOR 34. We'll be using the Zulu for that. 10,000. Landing lights off. Oops, ice detected. Anti-ice on. Okay, pilot, was that for us? Thank you very much.
Gentlemen, we are
I am going to go past the clouds first, and then we'll see what's sign. Get through the clouds, get out of turbulence, and then we're good to go. Jack back, how you doing? Welcome to the chats. I am so far so good. How you doing, dude? Welcome back. Corfu's beautiful place, been there for a week. I've not been to Corfu. Close I've been is, well, probably Athens or Limnos. Close I've been to Corfu. Somewhere I'd love to visit again. Or Catania, that's not too far, although that's in Italy, not Greece. You've been to Dubrovnik today. Wind shear at 10 feet, 10 too fast to go around without tail strike. Decided to go for it, busted it in the end, and sweating. Very good, Charlie. Very good. Anything to walk away from is a good landing. Seatbelt sign off and off. There we go. Perfect. Why is my voice active? Asked Sata. Because it's real people doing the controlling. You can't ask people to be on ATC 24 hours a day. That'd be horrible. Right, let's also, given that it's now 10:30 in the UK, in Greece and Bulgaria, it'll be midnight, so I don't expect to see them at this time of night. So let's have a look at the passenger list. Anyone who recognise any names you may spot in chats. As always, this will probably be pretty much a blank for me. Nobody will really recognise me apart from a footballer or two. Actually, I didn't know a guy who went to who's from Bulgaria. Went to school with them. Yeah, a rather standard cabin list. 199 passengers. We have 2 cabin crew on board today. And you have myself and the co-pilots up front. A couple of empties tossed around. Not looking too bad. What's the switching buttons for, Drawyah? Which switching buttons, Veronica, are you referring to? Yes, we're using the A321 today, Alex. We're using the A321 in the WizzAir colours. Although I didn't use the what's it called, livery. Someone said it in chat earlier. What's the name? No, not Adele. Who's that singer who was on the side of the E3? The WizzAir. That one. I can't remember who it was. I said I'd do it, and I forgot to do it. Someone needs to remind me at some points to one day do it. Was it Gemma Collins? I think it was Kirk, yeah? So maybe there's a few of them then. Switching buttons under the bottom middle screen. Oh, right, you're talking about these ones. Basically, it's a control system for control. So, captain or co-pilot's priority. Main use for direct slaw. So, flight controls turn off. Switch over to the left or right hand side, and that basically turns off flight wire unless you fly on direct slaw. We'll turn off the anti-ice now since we're well above the freezing altitude. Continue climb to 340. At this point, we'll pretty much sit back and relax. The aircraft goes through. Version 8 we're using the dev version right now. Obi-Wan Kenobi, we're using the dev version. Yeah, very pretty sunset clouds today. Should get a pretty good sunset on the arrival as well, as we circle land over the water. You've got a house in the Greek mainland in Corfu. You've flown to Corfu many times, can count. Quite a few stand. Very nice, Avgeek. Very nice. I'd love to spend a bit more time in Greece at some point in the future. Yeah, I just spent the other on the car. It switches the flight control mode to normal captain or first officer. Main use for direct slaw. Thank you there, Warhother, for subscribing on Twitch. Thank you for supporting the channel. You, sir, are a star. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How do you use your flight? So this flight was a request flight from FlightPlan. So channel members in business and first class get the opportunity to basically choose a flight for me to do. Gets a bit like the request list. And today is turn of FlightPlan, who's requested a flight from here, from Sofia to Corfu. Nice little short routes. Nice one to end your Wednesday midweek. It's a nice one little to do. what's this? Ah, just your crossfeeds, that's fine. So you can see, yeah, a bit of crossfeeding going on right now. It's not too bad. Landing, I'm hoping doesn't cause too many problems for us, so we'll have to look at the weights for the aeroplane. Hopefully not going to be too lopsided for the touchdown. I'll let crossfeeds do all the work for us. How far out are we from Corfu? Well, you've got an ETA, you've got a progress bar, and you've got a countdown for expected arrival, so I'll let you make your guess that we are right now 201 miles from Corfu. 201 miles. Let's probably start thinking about our arrival instructions. We're going to use the PACX 1 Papa arrival from runway 35. So that'll be pretty good for us later. Why do you seem so late? Well, maybe late in the UK. It's prime time for the US. Thank you there, Krish, for the 199. Your message has not come through yet. Just give me 2 seconds. Can you do a WhatsApp group for the YouTube members? We'll see, Krish. We'll see. Because that would require me sharing my own personal phone number out there, which is not something I particularly want to do. Discord's the best way to get through to me. If you want to chat, I just recommend you use the Discord channel, links in the description. So a multi-channel network, MCN. So basically, if you guys earlier today had 2 emails, one saying that the channel memberships were paused, and then the second one saying that it's been resumed. Basically, MCN, a YouTube channel, multi-channel network. Basically, it's like the management of a channel. So they help sort out your finances, your analytics, your like music copyright stuff. So basically, it's like a channel management, which the one I used, Freedom, got shut down. So that got paused because without the management, I've now got no way to. So the analytics were paused, the copyright stuff was all paused, and because they also controlled all of the analytics, the monetization, that also got paused. So I'm now doing it directly through Google now, through AdSense, and the memberships have also now been unpaused, and that's going back as normal. So there's a small little pause where for like 12 hours there was no added source stuff on the channel, but I've gone through to Google directly, and that's all been sorted out now. But like I say, it's just a case of the company I used closed down, and now I'm going solo basically. How do you calculate miles per hour? It'd be your speed in knots divided by 0.8, I think, something like that. So I'm sure there's a bit more of a proper estimation on how you get there. It's very annoying for our weights right now. I mean, how fit are our aircrafts? Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cheat, but we should. Well, I plugged in £11,000 of fuel, so we'll work on to maybe 10,000. I know it's cheating, but I plugged into the tablet the correct amount of fuel. Why the airplane decided to go so heavy and actually caused the airplane to, well, basically the whole thing went horribly wrong there. So I'm just going to cheat slightly and give myself more appropriate weights. I can see there's a few things going in front of us right now. There's this guy, FTV058 at 380-410. So they will see each other, these two. Fly team and WizzAir, both distant destinations. They're crossing paths, same altitude. We're slightly behind them. We're going for a flight level 280, 28,000 feet so far. Not too bad, nice simple Corfu just down there. Inbounds, only 2 of us inbound right now, both looking around, well, 2 minutes departure time separation, 2 minutes arrival time separation. Tune the bus tomorrow, we'll see, Kingslayer. I'd like to do some more of the bus. I've been practicing a lot more. I have been practicing a lot more the bus, getting used to the AI. So hopefully, doing it again shouldn't be as much of a a demolition derby on the streets of Berlin. But I still think it's a beautiful, beautiful platform. Visually, it's fantastic. And, well, I've been to Berlin twice now. Berlin was my most recent trip, back in October. On the routes that I went on in real life, although I didn't go on the Tegel route TXL, I was on a stopping bus that followed the same route, but every single bus up on the way. So, I recognise all the routes from the areas. I'd love to visit Berlin again. But then the Tegel route doesn't exist anymore because the airport Tegel's closed. So I'm interested to see how I can look around. Have I ever sold on stream? No. Well, I have sold on the stream. This last time was about 4 years ago, flying DC-10. So it has been a long, long time, I'm afraid. Flight to Switzerland. We'll see, Alex. Switzerland's a country we could definitely have a look at more at. Is every flight plan you want to fly? So direct is, yeah. So direct's DCT Northern literally means direct, and you just ignore it. SCT, that sounds like a waypoint. And make sure I plug into the waypoints. So make sure you learn what the different things mean. Dunpan Ultra. Whoa, you saw about half an hour ago my settings done because my graphic settings were all messed up. Thank you there, Diego, for the 69 pen. Watching A350 from the term BTV, break to vacate appeared. Does it work BTV? How does it work? Break to vacates. So that is, let me give myself a bit of a refresher. Alright, okay, so break to vacate. Basically, it's the software in the Airbus aircrafts that automatically brakes the aircrafts if it detects you're about to overrun. So it's kind of like auto braking for landing that takes control of the braking and overrides the pilot if it feels like you're going to shoot straight across the runway. So when you listen to RAT, where it says like 6,000 feet remaining, 5,000 feet remaining, 4,000, or like long landing. Basically, it's like that, but instead of just telling you what you're going wrong, it will physically control the aircrafts in regards to what you're doing. So, yes, that's brake to vacate. It's an automatic braking system used by Airbus aircrafts. A little bit of minor turbulence. It's looking pretty, those sunsets. It's looking very pretty indeed. At 34,000, we are probably within a couple of miles of the top percent actually. If I have a look at the performance top percent calculator, I think that's the aeroplane. Target altitude is going to be, yep, plugging our destination now, so menu, Atsu, AOC, weather request. Print out one by accident, didn't I? Yes, I need to quickly pull that. We'll get rid of you. So a short flight this. We're already putting our arrival information in. Yeah, so flying Tesla, basically. Alright, received, new print. So winds are still same, so 2709 knots. 11 centigrade, 2.5. Yeah, so that's pretty good weather for us actually. We've done a lot worse in the past. Right. Display map.
Displaying map.
Right. So runway 3435, same thing. Just one's been changed based on pattern. Right. So we circle stand approach. To be fair, is there really a need for me to use a star? PACX 1 Papa, that's what we're going to use. How's that look? Answer is... no wires. There we go. Right, perfect. So flying straight. Yeah, perfect. Okay, insert that. Just confirm that's the... Yeah, it's picked up another Yankee November point, so we'll quickly clear one of those. Insert that, there we go. It's a nice clean approach to this, I like it. We will get our performance, performance, next phase, QNH 1012. Temperature is 11 centigrade. Winds currently 270 at 9. Perfect. So the intercept is going to be at 2000. Well, it's not really an intercept, is it? So we'll drop down to 2000 and work our way around from. Well, in fact, go down to 1000 and then work it out from there. So target altitude should be 1000. 3 degrees sink, 104 miles top of descent. So not super far from that now. 156 to go. Yes, this is the MegaPack A321 BPNR. This is the MegaPack A321 combined with the A321X cockpits. Ooh, Alex, you downloaded day bad. That's not a good sign, I'm afraid. One of the biggest scam artists we've had so far in Microsoft Flight Sim, which is a big shame. Actually, no, scamming and what's the other one? Scamming and there's another word. Scamming is a bad. Sorry, Braydock is a scam. While dodgy piracy is bad. It's not getting better, Flight Fan. It really ain't getting better. They've just added new sound effects. I am never going to spend a penny with Braydock 3D. Just because they put new sounds on, can't really call it better. You can stick sounds on any aircraft to make it sound better. Doesn't mean it at all flies any better. Some people say Microsoft Flight Sim is more of a game simulation. Would you agree? Depends on the context, really. Depends on which aircraft you're flying, depends on how you operate. It depends how you use a sim, really. Some it's a game, some it's a sim, it really depends on how you use it. And will I play next time again? Yes, I will, Charlie. Especially with aircraft add-on releases. TOLIS, for example, when F340 comes out, that's an aircraft I will 100% be showcasing on its release date, the A340. Cheers for Treeman, Mr. Treeman, thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words. Right, going to get ready to our descent soon. 140 miles to destination, 104 top of descent. We'll drop the aircraft down to 1000. We'll let the aircraft do the final bit of turbulence there. Back on turn the seatbelt sign back on now. Getting a bit bumpy for my liking, but we'll let the aircraft do all the work for us with this final approach into land. And as soon as the aircraft's stable, autopilot comes off, we'll take it by hand and bring it in for a landing. Yeah, the MegaPack A321, the Flyboy 380 especially, will be two very, very good aeroplanes. No, Alex, the 737 is a different developer, but equally as bad. The 737 MAX is from Braydock 3D. The A318 and 19 is by ABAD Studios. There's the aircraft detected descent has it. Interesting. Yes, Kingslayer, the 3080 will take a very long time to arrive. I'm afraid, at the moment of the silicon shortage, a lot of people are not getting their orders at the moment. I'm afraid I am caught right in the middle of that. Welcome, Ian, how are you doing? Welcome to Champs Chat. How are you today? Welcome back. Right, let's get ready to descend, shall we? Got 30 minutes expected arrival. We should be alright timing today. Should be alright. Welcome, Top Hat Lay, how you doing? Welcome to Channel Chats. I've not heard about Majestic doing a Q400 yet for Microsoft Flight Sim. It won't be a freeware, that's for sure. But I haven't heard of Majestic yet regarding the Q400. Packs for the flight attendant we'll see one on. Well, because I'm doing it manually. Ollie should be doing it automatically. So now turbulence has stopped. We're 70% off again. $120. Let's do it, shall we? Set altitude 1000.
No problem.
Use up the Unicom side of things. So 35 inbound from the north. Start is the Paris 1 Papa for an inbound approach. This would be a, was it an RNAV? Is it a VR or an RNAV approach we're doing? We're doing a VOR. So VOR DME, runway 35, top percent, flight level 3. Perfect, okay, cool. They're not bad, Alex, they're just scams. They're pirated models that they sold for profit, basically. The guy behind it, Abad, didn't make the models. He stole them, I think they're off of Project Airbus, those two. I know Wilco did the A320, and I think they did 321 as well. That was stolen. Thanks to Joseph for the kind words. Is Microsoft Flight Sim good? I like it. I like it. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but for me personally, it's a very good platform. It looks fantastic. Visually, best looking flights on the market. And yeah, I really have got high hopes for its future. But let's say, it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not everyone's favourites. Especially moments like this where it keeps freezing for no reason. I imagine that's probably just scenery loading in it. Corfu, yes it is. Minus stuff like that, I've come to learn is regards to coming in regards to scenery loading. That. So I'll let all the scenery load in. The one downside is when it freezes and pauses like this, the timer doesn't stop, it doesn't slow down, so you actually lose time when it freezes. Must say shed's superb. We go. Cheers, man. I mean, we are flying to Greece today, so same effect, same effect. In fact, I think I actually got this because I was going to Greece. Came from Lidl, the liver guy range. I've heard of the 350. I've not seen any pictures of it, Alex. I have heard of it, yes. New Agent Squash from Twitch. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. Hadjan 321. It's available on the MegaPack Discord server. This, I think, it's also on Flight Sim 2, but you have to double check that one. Is it as good as Ireland means like? Well, to be fair, my mother works at Lidl, so middle of Lidl, can't fault it. Non-food is as good as it gets. Yes, things there. Window is open right now. Very warm in here. When you can try VATSIM, when my account becomes unsuspended, basically. I'm still up for conversation with VATSIM, but if they're not going to respond to my emails, nothing I can do, really. I've tried communicating it through any open window. Sadly, to no avail. Gmail community folder. Put what into community folder? Worldwide pilots. What are you trying to look into? You continue our descent into the beautiful sunsets of Greece. We'll drop the see what's on now. Oh yeah, they sent me long ago. The official reason was, well, it's a non-reason they gave me, which was why I kind of tried to get in contact. What was it? Where is it? Terminate on section 1.6 of the user agreement. 1.6. Yes, well, there's no need to use the caps locks, but yes, put the A321 to the community folder. Right, so continue our descent in. Passing through 16,000. Got 26 or so minutes to the arrival. Slowly watching the time tick down. ETA 2209. So yeah, we've got plenty of time today. Plenty of time. 1.6 was one you can't get away from. Is that so? Is that so? I say it is a shame. I'd love to do videos on VATSIM. I'd love to showcase it. Love to do tutorials. But if they're not going to, if no one wants to email me about it, then sadly, that's one thing I cannot get around. Oh, I've filed plenty of complaints, Clark. Like I say, they're not getting back to me. I was trying to try one other place a couple of days ago. I tried it, still no response. I think I'm gonna kind of just give up on pushing for it. And just take your business elsewhere. Well, IVAO. Like I say, I've got no issue with the VATSIM network. The pilots are great, the controllers are very professional, and it's a very busy network. I have zero issues, zero gripes with VATSIM. I'd highly recommend it any day of the week. Just shame I can't fly with it, basically. But no, it's a good network, especially flying in the US. It's a good network and well worth using. Anti-ice on. Okay, part was the anti-ice for us, thank you very much. You pronounce it Drawyah, Joseph. Drawyah. Ooh, I'm going to turn my terrain radar on now because I've just spotted that. That does not look like it's very friendly to aeroplanes. It's at 11,000 feet. It's quite a steep descent rate actually. Maybe make it shallower for a bit. Go. If you had to advance the game with using IVAO, not at all, Diego. I'd probably balance out between two. So, for example, if I'm flying in America, I'd fly VATSIM. If I'm flying in continental Europe, I'd fly IVAO. It depends what ATC is. If one's more active than the other, I'd fly one over the other. I'm not here for favourites. It's more a case of whoever's busier, whoever's more active, I choose between the two. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. So we'll hold at 10,000 feet. Continue the rest of our descent in a short bit. If I create another VATSIM account, Lee, I mean, it'd be quite obvious that it's me doing it, and that would get suspended too. Because another rule of VATSIM is that if I'm banned from one account, creating another one, we'll just get that unbanned as well. So I'm not here to fight it. I'm not going to fight it. If they don't want me, I'm not going to complain. How long does it take to land the instruments of an aircraft? Not too long, Official Scully. Not too long. It takes practice, of course. Once you learn the basics, you can generally transfer it across all the different aircrafts.
Pocket or under the seat when it's due.
Here we go. This is the sunset I was very excited for today. The Greek sunset is something different. It really is something else. When I visited here a couple of years ago now, one thing I always made sure for was to be somewhere high up when the sun was setting. Whether it was in Lemnos, up in a hotel, overlooks the water, up in Athens, Mount Lycabettus, looking down the city below. Always made sure to get a fantastic view of the sunset every day I was there. Absolutely beautiful. So I played 2 days ago, the initials on Cessna time, no worries there, Official Scully. I mean, at the end of the day, the more you practice, the better you get. And starting with the Cessna, it's a good way to get that ground knowledge, and build your way out from there. Is there a normal 320? No, Frederica, it's only the A320 Neo, not the CEO, I'm afraid. So we're going to clear all these mountains first, and then we'll continue our descent below 10,000 feet. It's a bit of a tight approach this, but it should be alright. Every time I watch these videos, you learn something new. Glad to hear, Michael. Glad to hear. Glad you learned the basics. Yes, X322's gone live. I'll be watching him later on when we land. 320 or 21? Probably 320, Mohammed, because I've never been on 321 before. I've only been on 320, so I must say 320. Got your vaccines today. Very nice, Federico. Very nice indeed. Still waiting for mine. Whoops. Where are you going? Well, I know what you're doing. It's the glitch where, for some reason, once you're on the star, you don't quite follow the star. So if we do direct to Kilo Romeo Kilo. That should do us alright. Yes, DirectX 12 will be a massive improvement for Flight Sim. One that will definitely help with the FPS in the future. Yes, very happy with the 2-0 results. Means that we're now through to the quarterfinals. I'm sure we can do it with Tuchel. With Tuchel as manager, we've got a good chance for Champions League. League, we'll definitely get top 4 this season, but for Champions League, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. We'll make the semis. We could make the final. With the right players, we could make the. We could win it. We'll see. We'll see. Anything can happen in Champions League football. Be a pilot or YouTuber. Well, right now's the right time to be a pilot, Mohammed. No one's flying at the moment. So YouTube, I guess, is more stable at the moment. But to be fair, my career's all in railways rather than aviation, so it's all a bit different for me. I'm going to pop open FlightControlReplay now. Get the replay tool loaded. as we continue this fantastic approach. So you look prettier and prettier this. Some new com that we are continue our descent very shortly. Be down below the next aeroplane, so if we do that, let the aircraft will work for us. Passing through 10,000, about 30 odd miles to go. No do-not, the A321 does not cost money. It's a freeware aircraft, free to download. What's the altimeter? 1012. Set altimeter 1012. No? Fair enough, I can do that myself. Yeah, co-pilot can't do everything. There are a few things you need to give them a hand with. Right. Let's lead brakes, put the airplane down below 250. It's going to do that thing again, so tell the hand to go straight. I said Kilo Romeo Kilo. We should be doing that. Interesting. Okay, try direct to the user points. I don't like doing user points, but if that works, that should just stop the aircraft from turning. Yeah, fair enough, that's around turning. Okay, we're doing this by hand. I think we've come right at the right time right now. That sunset is getting better and better as we get down. Yes, I do remember Chelsea Barcelona 2009. I was watching that game. Drogba, for time, I think put it best. Child-friendly channel, I'll not repeat what he said. Right. Did I put seatbelt signs back on again? The answer is yes, I did. Right, that's fine. Turn off the anti-ice, no longer require that. Let's continue the rest of our descent in. So far, so good. Should be at 7. No. User needs to be down to 3,000. And work it in from there. So 5, yeah, we're doing alright. So we're just about to leave mainland Greece. Right in front of us is the island of Corfu. Glad to hear, right? Glad to hear. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're keeping well. I have updated TFDi yes, Sofia. I am using the standalone breakaway version for default 321 now. Nice and over the terrain. Don't think you need terrain radar anymore. It's now clear of the clear of conflicts, clear of land. Just over the water now. See a few little ports over there, little boat area. Sun just on the water edge now. Just tipping down. I've announced on Unicom that I'm on the approach for the VORDME approach now, runway 35. spike. Right, 20 miles to go now. 20 miles. The aircraft front's in 10 miles, so doing alright. I've forgotten what the warmth of the sun feels like, to be honest. I felt a couple of days ago, actually. Went down to Folkestone, south coast of England. What do I do for a living? Doesn't involve planes, dear Tex. Involves trains, railways. Corfu near Thanos Beach. Depends where you're talking about, transport games. There are a couple of, not transport, sorry, Diego. There's a couple of Thanos beaches. Landing lights on. Before I forget. So for example, there's one on Limnos, where I went on holiday a little while ago. Going to reduce our descent rate slightly because we're getting a little bit lower than I'd probably like for this. Flats position 1.
Flaps to 1.
So we've got a reduced descent rate now. So we've got our final approach. Circles to land. Runway 35. We're recording the flights with FlightControlReplay. We are on ATC. The aircraft in front of us is on an imminent landing. We'll be joining them very shortly. Flaps position 2.
Flaps 2.
Autopilot's off.
That's affirmative.
Let's just by hand, shall we? Got plenty of time to play with this. Right, let's start. Welcome, dude. How you doing? Yes, I know XP is currently live, we're watching him later. That aircraft's been on a short final for a long time, I must say. Circle to land, our men. It's a circle to land. Get a chart up quickly on the rail side of things. Yeah, the aeroplane in front of us travelling very slowly. If he's only just making the approach in now. Yes, 3435, flight fan. This is runway 34. Flaps position 3.
Flaps 3.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. Landing gear down. Flaps full. Right, let's do our plan checklist, shall we? Gear down, 3 greens, flaps set, brakes set, sorry, brakes set, spoilers armed. Aircraft vacated, so it means we've got clearance to the runway. Pre-land checklist is complete. A little bit below the glide slope, so we're going to reduce our descent rate slightly until it gets us back onto that. Not really used for landing systems today, since it's not so much on the not so much on the glide slope. So it's just a visual on the PAPIs today. Should be nice and simple touchdown when we get there. There we go. 1 right, 1 white, 3 reds. Two white, 2 reds. Let's start our descent again. Slight crosswind, about 5 knots, nothing problematic.
300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10.
Gently bring it down.
5.
Reversers set. Keep it centered. $80 knots. 60 knots. Hold the brakes. Reversers cut. Brings it to the right. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Corfu.
About 11 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete
Right,
stop and
we'll
the
go make
seatbelt
our way
sign
over
is
to
off. Remember to
gates.
use caution when
I'm
opening
not quite sure how the
doors
parking
and
situation works here at Corfu.
during the flight.
Let me have a look at the ground map so that gives me any light on that. The answer is not really. It looks like we kind of just, oh yeah, no, it's pretty simple. Just that guy's on the messed up slightly. Fair enough. I'm not sure where they're going, but I don't know. Express deboarding, I guess. This is modded scenery. This is modded scenery freeware off the Lights Not 2. Someone just support a landing, did they? Interesting. Don't forget, we have got a replay afterwards, so if you want to watch the replay of the landing, stay around a little bit longer, and we'll have that show off. We did it on takeoff flights, so I know takeoff flights don't quite work in the A321 for some reason. We'll start the APU, that'll take a couple of minutes to get going, but nice and slow taxi. Get something a little bit more centered, I'd say. And halt. Parking brake sets. Just gotta wait for the APU to start. As soon as that does, we'll then be able to work on the finishing up for that. Take your time, take your time. APU, let's have a look. APU is... okay, it's just stabilising now. generics kicking into life. They have, can't say a bit close, that guy, hasn't he? That's some fine to the terminal. There you go, AP available, APU bleed on, engines off, seatbelts off. Was it 52-minute flights? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Corfu. The flight time today is around 52 minutes. We got you in around 5 minutes early today, nice and good, and overall 10 from the takeoff. We thank you for flying WizzAir today. We will wish you a safe journey, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Right, so that'll be a generic message for the back. The sounds is the A321. L9. It's a different mod entirely. Different mod, not A321X. Interesting if we can actually get this door open as well. Answer is no, it's not quite coded, is it? We have got stairs though. I was expecting to see stairs here. I will admit, it's quite a nice little extra. Let me close that and call that back again. So stairs connects to the aircraft. As soon as that is attached, we will dispatch the aeroplane. Of course, I think it's now a little bit confused as to where it's meant to be going now. That's a shame. Baggage, got a baggage as well, since baggage was important for disembarking. Got people's luggage off. See if we're wing over the aircrafts. Nope, if they're not coming, we'll just yeah, we'll just end it here, fair enough. Right, so menu and flights. Have report to WizzAir 4307 321 I've forgotten it. Sofia, sorry, Sofia, SF Sofia to Corfu. Flight time 52 minutes. Departure planned was 21:19. Departed at 21:26. So quite a late departure today. Fortunately, it was quite a good arrival. 22:04, 22:19. 109 passengers, 94 satisfaction, 164 landing rate with block time 1 hour and 6 minutes. Extreme flying conditions. I'm not quite sure where that came from actually. Soft landing, which was always good. What's 164? What sort of airline doesn't serve drinks? Tells you around the airlines, that's all good. I'll drop the flight report in chat, so if you wish to look at it in detail, you can do so through that. Thank you Firefox for being a white screen. We will disconnect from. I'm going to meet you. Actually, I'm going to get rid of you now, Mahad, because I'm bored of you copying and pasting Jakarta. Thanks to you, I will never fly from Jakarta. There you go. No need to spam it all the time. Right, so there's our flight report. If you wish to get more detail, you can do so through there. I'm now going to disconnect from IVAO. Thank you again for your connections. Let's finish recording the replay. Let's load it up and let's have a look at it from different points of views. Again, no wing views I'm afraid. There's no real passenger view for this one. It's just a case of, well, enjoy what we've got really. Let's change the time of day as well. Here's a has. It's a bit later than I was expecting. Bring that sunset back again. Gosh, that's made late, hasn't it? It's kind of like late sunset, sun was just setting, kind of like that, wasn't it? Something like that. My QNH set to 1012, JK, because that's what the weather was. There you go, QNH 1012. That's the weather. We can have a look at the Corfu scenery as well, Owen. We can definitely have a look at that. It's a free wet scenery, so well worth a look. Very, very good one as well. There you go. It's just freezing in as always. Let's position our aircraft's camera somewhere. Have a look, shall we? Yeah, so sound the A321 replay, not quite there. But everything else, that's like rather smooth. So short final in over Corfu. Oh yes, and also because the engine starter's not quite working since I'm out of time. Replay is not great for some of the added aircrafts. They are being worked on by developer Fabio. Short final in. There's the idle. I'm still working on my idles actually. I think I'm rotating too early or I'm spawning back too early. Apart from that, the touchdown wasn't too bad. Touchdown, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. Have a look from tail cam. Hang on, that's GWS coming into action there. Let's quickly turn that off. There we go. Nice and short, nice and straight. Daytime? No way, Kingslayer. The time of day now is perfect. It's a beauty. Oof, just missed touchdown marker there. Just missed touchdown marker. Everything else, spot on. There's Captain B. You take care. Have a good one, dude. Yeah, I am very pleased at that landing. Very pleased indeed. Let's go to drone cam. Let's turn off the follow mode. Speed it up a little bit. Where's the runway gone? There's the runway. So we kind of touched down past touchdown main marker, but in line for the second one. It's about here. We get a good view of the landing.
200.
So the aircraft comes in. Once again, nice and smooth approach.
50.
Yes, here you go. Always land touchdown zones. If you fly past the entire touchdown zone, go around. If you miss it, no bueno.
10. 5.
There you go. Touchdown. Reverse is armed. And aircraft slows. Beautiful, yeah. So, touchdown marker. Don't I give you a quick thing of that? Basically, it's so this is your main touchdown marker. This is what you're aiming for. If you land between here and here, you're fine. If you land a little bit short, then as long as it's not too short, you'll be alright. If you touch down beyond these two markers here, go around. Doesn't matter what's going on, just go around. You're too late. You're going to overrun the end of the runway. So always follow your touchdown zones, touchdown markers, based on where you want to go. Look at the airport scenery. So it's a freeway Corfu from FlightControlReplay 2, and it does look good. This, it does look really good. I'll just turn down the speed slightly to get more of a view. There go Kirkia Airport's E Capital Distress. I'm sure I butchered that name. Yeah, you've got your detail there. You've got your bus station down below. You've got your car parks. The road's all laid out very well. It's a very clean one building, that, but overall, not bad at all. You've got your ramps, your little balcony, get up to the terminal. Very nice indeed. Very nice. There's our aeroplane slowly taxiing to gates. But I like it. I really like Microsoft Flight Sim scenery as well. When it all combines to what you get, it really is a, well, really is an experience. Right, so I think that brings us now to the end of our stream today. So, as you're airplane taxiing the gates, I thank you all for watching the stream. Tomorrow I might do some more of the bus. Have to wait and see how time goes for that, but I'd like to do some more of the bus, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Until then, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for those who donated today and support the channel as always. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for chatting. As always, you are all stars. Take care of yourselves. You have fun, and I will see you all again in the very near future. I'll probably be out on Discord for a bit later this evening as well. Right, take care. Have a good one, and have a good night.